Welcome, MHS sports fans, to the Lion Country Gymnasium here. It's October 14th today, I believe. That's correct, Tuesday the 14th. We're here for an NCAA contest against the Republic County Buffaloes from Belleville. Should be probably the last league contest of the season. It's senior night, so between games we will have introduction of our, is it one or two seniors? One senior, Emily Rankin. I don't know if they'll have anything else like cheerleaders or FFA or anything, but starting tonight will be Frazier, Baker, Steinbrock, Page, Shoemaker, and Alderson for the Lady Lions, as their countdown to sub-state is coming on. They'll be going up to Washington County for the Class 2A sub-state. Ladies and Lady Lions in their navy blue and crimson tops, and the Buffs in their crimson tops with the navy blue pants. And Mike Perry is here to join us, thank goodness. Save you from listening to me. Republic County will serve. Alderson sets Page to Shoemaker. Side out to the Lions. I like the way this is sitting.
1-0 Minneapolis on a terrible pass. Republic County's back row. Now the set and hit, and a nice dig by Frazier. That's set on over by our hitter. Now Frazier's pass up front to Kelsey Page. Big swing by Baker. It's down, point Minneapolis. And that's what we need to do, Dale, is to take a big swing and hammer it. Excuse me. And they do us a favor by setting it on over. Now Page, back set. Fleming, down. Nice attack there by Minneapolis. Really not recognizing too many faces on that Republic County team, are you, Dale?
No.
There's a tip and a nice dig by Shoemaker, but pass goes out of bounds, point and side out to Republic County.
3-1 Lions.
Fleming with a big hit is handled by the back row, and they tip it on over. We're there to cover. Baker does the same. She ought to turn around and just go ahead and hammer it down just like that. That's out the back row. And it's a point, Minneapolis. Baker will go to the back row and serve for Minneapolis. Republic County, that should have been a lift. Now Steinbrock with a big hit. They're there and cannot recover. Football boys are coming in a little bit wet, Dale.
A little bit wet and muddy. Can't imagine why.
Riley Baker.
Somewhat chilled too, I imagine.
Minneapolis leading 5-1. Nice attack by Lady Buffs. Now Shoemaker puts it down to the floor. As she should. Set well on the outside. Shea Shoemaker comes to the net with a nice swing. Baker still serving. Back set. Public County with retip. They will not get it over in 4.
Kind of a delayed poor call there, but I think it happened finally.
Yes. You and I had it, but then they tipped it on over and no whistle. I thought we were playing on. 7-1 Minneapolis. Nice pass. Pretty good set and a good swing on the outside. Minneapolis with some good hustle to get it over. There's another big swing by Republic County. Oh yeah, Jessica Wallenberg.
Oh yes, have to remember her, don't we?
Yeah. Side out to Lady Buffs. Now we're set in the middle. Frazier has to come to get it. Sets it on over. Now Wallenberg again. It's out. She has a nice swing from the outside. That one carried over the out of bounds line. Side out to Minneapolis, and Shade dinks one in, and Fleming tips it on over. I believe this is senior night, isn't it, Dale?
Yes, it is. For one senior.
And she's on the floor right now, Steinbrock. Lady Buff in the net. Burnett in the net. Back set. Wallenberg, that's out. Just barely. About half the width of the ball over the line. Shoemaker still serving, and Lady Buffs want a timeout, and we'll take one too. Minneapolis leading 10-2. First game, first match. Here we go. Shea Shoemaker still at the service line for Minneapolis. Lady Lions with a nice start here in the first game of this first match of the afternoon, varsity, and it's going the wrong direction for Burnett. I don't have my glasses. I think that's Burnett. That one's way.
Oh, they should have let that one go.
Yeah.
Gift.
Way out the back line, and
Gift.
the defensive specialist runs over to take it, and it bounces off the shoulder. Point Minneapolis, 12-2, Lady Lions. They're just going to be able to bump it over. It's a 3 ball. Frazier can't get, and that's what hurts us when we have a gift like that and can't come with a nice attack. But that happens. Steinbrock tips at the net. It's down. Point Minneapolis. Now Morgan Alderson will come in and replace our senior leader, Emily Fleming.
A lonesome senior.
Net. And the Lady Buffs rotate in for the service here.
Which one's Wallenberg? Is it 10?
Yes. We pinch in to get that low liner, and it goes out the back. Number 7 would be Hadachek. That one sails to the back row, and not a good stab at that by our libero.
The score closes to 13-6 Lions. Come right back at her.
That back set goes clear out of bounds. Now some of the names are starting to come familiar. Hadachek, Wallenberg, or a couple. The pass goes in the net.
14-8, Lions.
And they do have a Castle. She's young, but nice serve. And nice attack by Minneapolis as Frazier hammers one down to the floor. Stops that run by Lady Buffs. Steinbrock with a nice serve. Wallenberg back up to the front row. Excuse me, that's Hadachek. And she had the block there. She has a pretty good swing net from the outside. Frazier bumps it on over. Lady Buffs, that one will be out of bounds. 15-8, Lady Lions. Another nice serve by Alley. And big hit by Hadachek. Pounds it right through the block. And down on Minneapolis side for a point. Lady Buffs. Shoemaker with a nice attack, and that's tipped on over. And out of bounds, point Minneapolis. Frazier will go to the service line.
Well, how did dealer week go last week?
It was just full of fun. Now you get to see some of the guys.
Fun and good meals?
Oh yeah, you bet. They made it to Brookville and they made it to Smolin, so you know we ate too much, of course, but
that's always fun to do when the company's buying.
yeah. But you get to see dealers and people that you only get to talk to on the phone. There's Wallenberg, finds the open floor and pounds her down for a point. Lady Buffs. Now Hadachek moves to the back line to serve. Set in the middle. Baker, nicely placed. Riley Baker with a nice cross-court winner just behind the 3-meter line, right inside the line. And we're just not letting Lady Buffs get too many points in a row here. Get on a roll. Tipped by Wallenberg, and we just send it on over as we had 3 people on the floor.
We were in the net.
Baker in the net, and side out to Republic County.
17-12, the score.
And that's Danita, I believe, I remember her in basketball. Nice serve, nice pass by Steinbrock. Now the set's on the net. A tip that should be Republic County's as the tip came back over on our side. We blocked the hit and it went out of bounds. Minneapolis side, it should be.
Replay, they say. Mr. Parker doesn't want to go out on a limb like you did.
That's a safe one. He actually didn't have a call, the lady over here did. Tipped on over by Page. Now the pass, Fleming sets right on top of net. A little too close. As Lady Buffs were there for the defense. Danita still serving for the Buffs.
17-13 is the score.
It's a nice pass by Frazier now. Shoemaker. Back set right on over, and now Shoemaker from the outside with the left hand. Nice block, and Baker saves it. Shoemaker goes out of bounds to get it. It is off the left hand and out of bounds. Point. Belleville.
And Russell made quite a run here. They were way down. Now down by 3.
Timeout by Coach Mack, and we'll take one too here. Minneapolis still leading 17-14. Kind of have to invite herself every now and then, you know, Dale. I'm good at that. Frazier. Now Shoemaker bumps it on over. Public County on the move here as Wallenberg pounds one onto the tape. And now Shoemaker returns the favor. It's blocked, but lands on their side. Point Minneapolis side out, and we will serve Riley Baker for Minneapolis. 18-14, Big Blue. Nice serve. The pass goes backwards, so they're just going to have to tip it on over. Nice save by Steinbrock. Now Shoemaker pounds it down to the floor. And that's where she needs to be set, about 3 foot away from the tape, because she can elevate. And she put it right in the middle. There was no one there. 19-14, Baker. Pretty effective serving here tonight. Back set. Tipped on over. Fleming was there. Steinbrock needs to let Page set that because she had the angle and she had to back set it. It almost went horizontal.
Out of bounds.
We were lucky to get that one over. 2014. Minneapolis. There's a tip. We get to it as Page pancakes out to get it, and her pass goes in the net and down on our side for side out to the Lady Buffs. Frazier's pass goes out of bounds. I think that's Cromwell. Nope, 13. Page with the set. Shoemaker. Snapped by Wallenberg. And they're right back in this thing, Dale, just down 3. That's a better pass this time. Tipped on over by Page. Left.
Well, one thing that's refreshing looking down their roster, Mike, is that after this year, they don't have any more 5'11" or 6 foot girls coming back, unless they import some.
And they've done that. Boy, they had 2 big girls.
Well, they've had quite a string of them.
Nice pass by Burnett. Now the set in the middle, Steinbrock. Has it headed to the corner, and they had to take it.
Timeout.
And Benita had a hand on it. It went out of bounds. Minneapolis jumps back up to a 6-point lead here. And we'll take a quick timeout, too, as the Belleville coach wants to talk it over as Minneapolis gets ahead 23-17. Shoemaker the service line, 23-17, Minneapolis timeout. And all of a sudden, Fleming, and we put it on over. This is what Shoemaker over. Over. Down to get there. Another swing by Adachek, and Shoemaker with a nice dig. We are there to cover tonight in the middle, and there's another one by Shoemaker. They were not. 24-19. Morgan Alderson comes in for Fleming. and that one goes out of bounds. CU number 4 is
Whitefoot.
Whitefoot. Nice serve, nice pass by Shoemaker. Back set Steinbrock, it's out. And we're back to that 3-point lead as the Lady Buffs not going easily here in the first game of this first match. Frazier and her attack goes on. Timeout, Coach Mack, as Republic County gets to within 2 here, 24-22. We'll take a quick timeout too and be back with you after these messages. Now Cromwell's the libero. Nice serve. That one's headed down to the floor, and Page pancakes out to get to it. Their pass goes off the ceiling, back down. Now Page, the set. Frazier bumps it to the back row, and they do the same. Now Hadachek with a nice swing is covered on the back row by Macy, and there Frazier puts one down the line, and it's in. Blue point and game, Minneapolis. 25-22, Minneapolis takes the first game of the first match here. They'll have a second one later on in between, I think, the JV game. And we'll be back.
Well, they won't do another one immediately? Another match?
I think they might.
Another game, excuse me.
Yeah, they'll have another game, but it'll be probably a JV game.
Well, I thought they played 2 games and then they'd do JV, and then 2 games after that.
No.
No. All right.
I think you're going to see a quick JV game in between the 2 varsity games here.
Okay.
Usually what they do. I could be wrong, Dale. I've been wrong one other time.
One time in your life? All right.
Minneapolis takes the first one here, 25-22, and we'll be back with the second game of this first match in about 2 minutes.
That's just one less time that I've been wrong. I was right. Mike was wrong. Game 2 of the match.
What?
What? I won't argue on TV.
Oh, well, I misunderstood you.
Okay.
I missed your question earlier.
I must have misunderstood you then.
No, this
communication breakdown.
The varsity will do 2 games here,
yes.
full match.
Okay.
Then they'll have a JV match.
All right. I thought you were saying we would do a varsity game, then a JV game.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I misunderstood you.
All right.
Yep. You're right. I'm wrong.
Well, now that we have that settled, huh?
Minneapolis' first serve goes awry.
The Buffs are up 1-0. Now 2.
And we look like we are still on the bench. 2-0 Buffs. Not a good pass there, and uncharacteristic of Allie Steinbrock. Her passes are usually right on the money. This game, it looks like we will get Mackenzie Mortimer. That's out. I'm glad Kara let that one go. Out of bounds. Side out to Minneapolis as Page will serve. Minneapolis on the front line right now. Shoemaker, Fleming, and Mortimer. It almost went out of bounds. Wallenberg saves it. Shoemaker tips, and they try to get to it and can't.
And Mr. Shea is still street clothes, I see. He just walked by. Isn't practicing yet.
Nice serve by Kelsey. Set. Wallenberg just knocks it on over. Easy one for us to handle there. Now Shoemaker. Frazier with a nice dig on the back row, and that stuff by Wallenberg. Their setter just sets it on over. In the middle, Mortimer. A nice swing, but mistimed her jump just a little. It's side out 2.
Well,
Republic County.
At least we got some points on the board.
Yeah.
We need to get started.
4-2, Lady Buffs. Macy with a nice pass. Now Shoemaker in the middle, tip. And they pancake out to get it and set it on over. Warner with a big swing, but it's stuffed.
Big stuff
By
Wallenberg.
Nice dig by Frazier. Fleming with the big hammer. On the outside, it's Wallenberg. I don't like this rotation right here as Wallenberg is sitting there on the outside. We're going to have to get somebody in front of her.
6-2, Buffs.
Here's the set. Now Shoemaker in the middle. It hit the tape and ricocheted out of bounds, and Coach Mack has seen enough. Wants a quick timeout. Minneapolis trailing here in the second game of this first match, 2-7, with Republic County still serving. We'll be back after this quick timeout. Lucka. Republic County serve, it just barely got over. And we have got to set up shop or they're going to pound it down on us. There's another tip and a lift. Lucka did not get her hand on it. Point Minneapolis.
Well, the Buffs have several seniors playing.
I just hope Wallenberg is.
A senior? Yes. She is.
There's a set, back set by Lucka and Wallenberg with a big swing. And we attack the net, and good things happen when that happens as Shoemaker pounds one through. Point. Minneapolis, nice kill by Shoemaker. Macy. Back set. Goes down as we're there to block on our side, and finally we get Wallenberg to the back row. 4-8, and thank you. As the serve goes in the net. Shoemaker for Minneapolis. Lucka. And a nice stuff by Allie Steinbrock.
6 serving 8.
Oh, get down. Service error as Shoemaker sends one out the back line as Blecka heads to the bench, and Whitefoot comes in to play on the back row. Nice low serve, and Steinbrock, that's tipped. They're there to cover. Oh, the pass goes over. And kind of in between steps there as Hanachek couldn't quite get everything under control to get that one tipped over. It goes in the net. Point and side out to Minneapolis as Morgan Halderson comes in to serve. A little better serve this time. There's that mysterious cable that comes into play every now and then. Steinbrock. Our pass goes out of bounds, and our setter could not go get that one. Side out to Republic County. Cromwell. Back set by Alderson. That attack goes out of bounds. 11-7 Belleville. leading here in this second game, first match. Alderson's there, the set side attack by Page, and then the return tip is way out of bounds. It's kind of a gimme there.
12-7 Buffs.
That comes down on our side. Point, Republic County. And that's out of bounds. Minneapolis not playing very well here as Republic County jumps out to a 7-point lead. And Coach Mack with a quick timeout here as Republic County jumps out to an 8-point lead. Minneapolis not playing well here, Dale. 15-7, and we'll be back after this timeout. Here we go, 15-7, Belleville leading here in this second game, first match. There we tip it on over. That should have been a lift. They're letting it play. Coach Mack is asking our lead referee up there to call that lift. Not able to handle that one, not that hard of a serve, but our pass goes out the back. Point, Republic County. A little better pass there. Back set to Steinbrock, and we set it on over. Hadachek with a nice attack. And we finally get a good attack at the net. Frazier pounds one to the back row. They're there to cover. Now Steinbrock with a big attack, but it's blocked in the middle. By Bruning. That one's in the net. Thank you. There's Cromwell on a roll there. Oh, that's a nice save by Shoemaker as there we go. Mortimer pulls it back out, and a nice attack by Frazier. Now the set from the back row. Shoemaker in the net. That's actually a nice string of offensive attacks by Minneapolis, which I haven't seen all night, even though it resulted in a point for Republic County.
Nothing's going right this game. 20-8.
We need to set our hitters. We've got two of them there. That's the way this offense is designed. Back row attack by Shoemaker, and Whitefoot is there. That's out of bounds. Point Minneapolis as Frazier goes to the back row. Trailing 9-20. Nice serve by Kara. A nice dig on the back row. Now Shoemaker on the outside just tips it over. Hadachek. Now Mortimer takes a big swing. It goes to the back middle. And that dig has the ball out in the bleachers.
21-9.
Lecca back in. Frazier pancakes out to get that one. Now Shoemaker all the way to the back. Hadachek is there. Nice dig by Minneapolis. Wallenberg able to get a pretty good swing on 2 in a row, and we keep setting it over. It's easy to handle them. Then when those come flying over, it's point for Republic County. (22-9), Republic County. There you go, that's the way it's done. Power hit by Shea Shoemaker and side out to Minneapolis. Caught that one right in the wheelhouse, about 3 foot off the floor, and she pounds it down. Page, a nice serve, back set to Wallenberg, point, elbow. No need to set anybody else when she's on the front row, Dale.
Yep.
Just let her have it.
Let her rip.
And she needs to hit while she's there also. There's a tip by Wallenberg. Now Mortimer. Good. Kenzie Mortimer with a nice swing from the middle. Point Minneapolis side out, and Ashlyn Macy will come in. Serve. Net.
Game point for the Buffs.
24-11, game point. Outside, and Steinbrock with a big hit. Backing up, Hadachek sends it right on over. Now her set's right on top of the net, and Belleville's in the net. Side out, and the point to Minneapolis. 12-24. Lecca. The pass goes in the net. Steinbrock cannot get to it, and that's the way the second game will end. Republic County 25, Minneapolis 12, and we'll be back with the third and deciding game of this first match here in just a minute. Here we go. Third and final deciding game of this first match. Minneapolis will serve first here, as JV's done over at the grade school. Must have just lasted 2 over there, huh?
Be my guess.
I would have to guess the way our JV has been playing that we probably won it in 2.
Well, they really took care of things at Russell, I know that.
Wallenberg with a big hit. It's out. First one was stuffed by Minneapolis. Second one was almost on the line. Frazier. That's been our Achilles heel this year, is the defense on the back row and our serving. As our service percentage, I think, is probably about 5 to 10 percentage points lower than what where Coach Mack would like it. That was right there.
That was in.
Shoemaker with a seeing eye double right into the corner.
Impossible to defend that.
It's in. Point Minneapolis. Fleming back in and Halderson out as Page goes to the back row. Pass is in good shape. Hadachek. Oh, terrible. And they did call it. Lecca with the back set, and it was called 2 hits. 1 over and 1 in. 3-2 Minneapolis, and side out to Lady Buffs. close to being on the line. Em had to take it. It's an ace, 3-3. Baker goes to get that one as the pass goes almost out of bounds. Wallenberg tipped at the net. Steinbrock does the same. Now a chance to attack the net here. And we tip it again, but it goes down. Point to Minneapolis. I can get the attention of number 14 down there. I'll find out if they won or lost over there. Point, Lady Buffs.
Hit where it couldn't be defended.
Wallenberg at the service line. Two Lady Lions go to get that one, and now Fleming with the big hit is handled by Belleville. Hadachek. Shoemaker gets to it, and Steinbrock tips it over. Linka and Shoemaker at the same time, and Cromwell. Ooh, our set is right on top of the tape, and Fleming with a nice save from Minneapolis. Now Hadachek. 4. (6-4) Minneapolis. Shoemaker. Top spin. That's out. (7-4) Minneapolis. Hadachek. That didn't look like it went over either. 4.
Ding, ding, ding.
Nice save. Minneapolis does get it over, but in 4 now Whitefoot for Belleville. Frazier set right on top of the tape. She's lucky to get that one over. Now Hadachek pounds one over, and Shoemaker's there. A little bit further away from the net. Kara cannot get that one over. It goes in the net. Point. Republic County. Page with a set from the back row.
And they tie it up.
All tied up. Belleville right back in this thing as Minneapolis, with some defensive problems, lets them back in. Fleming. Steinbrock's attack goes out at the back line. Point, Republic County. Fleming set. Steinbrock on top of the tape. They tip it on over. She's in the net. Walked right into the net. Barrett.
8 all.
The other middle for Republic County is in the net. Side out to Minneapolis, and Halderson to serve. One of her better serves here this afternoon. Hadachek, cross-court winner. Barrett out, and glancing in. Shoemaker tips it into the middle. Hadachek quick to the net, tips it on over. Shoemaker over the line, cannot attack from the back row. Now Hadachek pumps it on over for Republic County. Steinbrock gets a good swing on a good set by Page in the middle.
So they can, the back deep row can go over the line to set, but they can't hit it across the net.
They can, way out of bounds on the serve by Steinbrock. You can bump it over, hit it over, you can set, but you can't attack if you're on the back row in front of that line.
Oh, okay.
Way back to the corner, that's a lift. Shoemaker sends one clear to the back, and Cromwell could not get a hand on it.
10-10.
It's a tight one. Out the back, Hadachek tracks it down. Now it's going to be a 3-ball. Somebody needs to go get it. Shoemaker sets again from the outside. We need to set her for an attack. It's down to the floor. Bonita with a big hit for the Lady Buffs.
11-10 Buffs.
That one must have tipped the net a little bit. Kara caught that one on the chin. 12-10 Republic County. That one dropped right in between three Lady Buffs.
That's maddening, isn't it? You have to watch that when your team does that. 12-11 Buffs.
Nice serve, it's out. It's down, point. Bell.
Buffs to serve. Steinbrock. Page sets up Fleming. Sets up Wallenberg on the outside. Frazier. Page. Back to Steinbrock. Hammers it across. Rescued by the Buffs. Wallenberg down. Frazier. Page. Wallenberg sets it back. Page couldn't handle it. Buffs lead 15-11. And timeout, Lady Lions trailing the Buffs 15-11 in this third and final game of the match.
15-11 Republic County, Minneapolis trailing by 4 here in the third game of this first match. JV girls got spanked over at the grade school in 2 earlier. Fleming handcuffs the back DH, and it's a lift. .12-15. Riley Baker serves for the Lady Lions.
Too much
5 foot out the back row, and it's service error.
That was it.
Hollenberg puts one on the line, and we let it go. (17-12). Steinbrock with a nice swing, hits the tape through there on the back row, and our pass goes the wrong direction. Overpass. Burnett is there. That should have been a 2-hit. No call. Macy's passed it in the net down to the floor, so they get it anyway. 19-12, Republic County. Wallenberg on the back row, still serving. Back set, Shoemaker, good. Sorely needed point there, Dale, to get this side out and then service back to Minneapolis. But Shoemaker goes to the back row, so we got to get some offense out of a couple other ladies. Hadachek. Page, and then Frazier, they take it. Cromwell. Hadachek tips it over, and we overpass right over to them, and they pound it down, but we're there to cover. Got lucky there. That one fell in the middle. Yep. Shoemaker tips it from the 3-meter line right back into the middle. It's good. That set comes over, and Hadachek in the net as she was way over the net.
(19-15) Buffs.
Wallenberg's pass is on the money of the set. And we let that one go. Probably the game right there. I think we had some momentum starting to build on our side, and now Whitefoot. We need a side out right here, and our set goes all the way over, and as luck would have it, we get the call on Belleville's outside hitter, and it's side out to Minneapolis.
20-16.
Trailing by 4 here, Morgan Halderson to serve. Oh, decent serve. That'll be 4. Pass went almost out of bounds. They saved it, brought it back. They could not get it over. Now Minneapolis just down 3 here. Oh, what a save by Shoemaker. And they overpass right to Steinbrock for probably her best kill of the night. Right there to pound it down.
What a reach by Shoemaker to get that back cross, wasn't it?
Well, when our setters punched it clear to the back row and Shoemaker saved it, yeah, it was quite a save by Shoemaker to get it back over the net in 3. And Belleville coach wants a quick timeout here as Minneapolis back to within 2. And we'll take a quick timeout also, trailing by 2, 20-18. Alderson still serving. Minneapolis trailing by 2 here. Now a good set in the middle. Steinbrock pounds one to the back row. Whitefoot's there on a nice dig. Oh yeah, Steinbrock hammers one through the block of Burnett. And Minneapolis back to within 1. 19-20. Alderson with a nice serve. Now Wallenberg attacks from the back row. So does Shoemaker. She puts it out. Tipped on over by Hadachek. It goes out of bounds, and we're all tied up.
I don't think Page meant to let that one go, but it did, and it's a good thing.
It's a good thing. Alderson way out of bounds.
all.
21-20. Republic County by 1
yes.
here. Cromwell, the back row, serving for Lady Buffs. Hits the cable, back set. Now, chance to attack the net here, Steinbrock. It's tipped. They're there to cover, and their set goes way out of bounds. 2-2, and Steinbrock found one off the can of Whitefoot. Point Minneapolis. She's hot, give her a set, and she did. Steinbrock with a big swing. And the winner for Minneapolis. She goes to the back row to serve. Oh, her overpass just kills it. That's just like setting the other team. 22-21, Republic County. Baker. Oh, they take it. Cromwell. It was going out of bounds. Now the outside. Frazier pounds one through the block of Republic County. Anita was there for the defense, but Frazier hits it through the block. Now serving. Oh! She pancakes out to save it, and it goes over the net and just drops right in the middle. It's kind of like one of those unforced errors. Now, Nita serving pass. Oh, we got lucky. We got lucky. Way out of sorts. They got a fist, it goes the wrong way, and they've gone that way this whole match. Minneapolis trailing by 2 now, 24-22. We'll be back after this quick timeout. Belleville leading by 2 right here, 24-22. Minneapolis needs a side out. And that's what you do. You need to do that more often during the game as Shoemaker catches one in the wheelhouse and hammers it down. Point Minneapolis. Now with Shoemaker on the front row, she needs to be set 3 times in a row right now. Page with a nice serve. It's a gift when we just tip it over. Wallenberg. That's what happens when you tip it over. It gives their big swing a chance on the front row, and that's exactly what happened. Wallenberg with the winner, and Republic County takes this first match in 3 and wins the third game here, 25-23. We'll be back with more volleyball action here in a minute as the JV will play a match, and then the varsity will line up one more time, and the varsity. We'll be back after this 5-minute timeout.
Well, we're ready for junior varsity action. We'll get one game at least here. Next Tuesday, the 21st, the Lions getting ready for Sub-State will be hosting a quadrangular with Solomon, Bennington, and El Salim coming in.
Crossan, Smith, Zimmerman, Baker, Perry, and Macy to start it out here for the JV as Gabby Locklinger, unable to play in this game, plays a real good middle for the JV. So they've moved Baker down. Zimmerman is normally JV. So a little different lineup here for the JV bunch. This group here should play well against the Belleville JV, who beat them over in the grade school gym, but
well, you got 2 players that
a little different
weren't there because they were playing varsity.
Right. Serve is over, but the pass by Baker is way out of bounds. 1-0 Republic County. Starts with a good pass, and Minneapolis unable to do that so far tonight. There's a good one. Set in the middle. Crossing attack goes out the back line. Point, Republic County. 2-0 Buffs. Crossing quick to the net. Saves that one as Belleville pounds one down. JV-wise, I think that's Benita playing on the JV. Macy from the outside gets it over in good shape. Now the pass comes over as Smith. Good grief.
Eagle Eye Ron Parker calls her in the net.
I didn't even see the net jiggle. Like she tipped it, and the ball hit the top of the tape. Macy with a nice attack cross court to the corner, and that should have been a 2-hit. It goes in the net this time. Side out to Minneapolis.
Trailing 1-4.
Cassie Smith will serve. Normally pretty consistent server, puts one out the back line. Side out and point 2, Republic County. Well, Cindy said they didn't play well over in the grade school jam, and that continues over here. And Kendall called it out. Cassie ducked just in time, and it did go out the back line. Now crossing. And that's out the back line.
Six to 2, Buffs.
Service here is by Minneapolis. Gives it right back to Lady Buffs. And that one's going out the back row. Well, let's see if we can get one in here. Macy. Well, 4 in a row. And side out to Republic County. Nice pass by Cassie. In the middle. Zimmerman with a nice swing, and it sends it to the back row as Republic County's there. Our setter sets it on over. Baker bumps it on over. Now a chance to attack from the middle. Zimmerman just out. Kenzie Zimmerman. And that ball is going to need wiped. Went down in the foot traffic of
All the football players coming in, huh?
Yep.
The mud and the goo.
We'll have to put that one in the ball washer before they tee it up. Cassie's overpass. Macy cannot get to it. And Jidu, can't pronounce her last name. Now the set, Baker. Nice attack by Minneapolis and pays dividends as point Minneapolis. Side out to the Junior Lady Lions. Now Riley Baker. Way out of bounds. Now Belleville will rotate in too. 10-4, Republic County. Macy's passes on the money. Kendall set to Smith, and she pounds it to the back row. That one's out. Now Zimmerman. Nice serve. Cross court winner, and Smith sticks out a hand. It goes out of bounds. I don't know that we would have got to it on the back row. 11-5, Republic County. Set in the middle of Smith with the tip. Nice dig by Crossan, and Smith saves it for Minneapolis. Nice block by J.C. Crossan. She'll be 6'1", just like her sister, Dale.
Think so?
It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
Was her sister that short as a freshman? Short?
That did hit the speaker on the way over, so that is point Minneapolis.
What is she now? Crossing 5'5"?
Well, I know she's
Got a few inches to go there.
a lot taller than that, Dale.
Think so? Yeah, she's probably 5'7" at least.
She's taller than I am, and I'm 5'8", so I think she's...
Oh, is she taller than you are?
Yeah, she's taller than me. Nice dig by Macy. Crossan. Stick out of hand. It goes out of bounds. Nice attack by J.C. Crossan. Eight, serving 12. Now Smith. There's much better serve by Cassie. It's coming over. J.C.'s there for the tip. Eight serving 13, or no, 13-8 as Republic County has side out. JV action here, first game of their second match of the evening. They lost the first one in 2 over at the grade school. They're over here playing the second match. They should be a little more competitive than what they are right now, trailing 13-8. Crossan with a nice swing from the middle. Nice dig by Kendall. And J.C. bumps it on over. And Mr. Parker has a lady line in the net, and Coach Frazier wants a quick timeout. Minneapolis trailing by 6, 14-8. Was a nice by Minneapolis in the game to hold last week's football game. Minneapolis 6 by J.C. Baker. Right on the money. Kendall's pass. And there's a nice low by J.C. Crossan. The better serves.
11 serving 14.
Something off that one, but said Republic County able to serve it. And there's a net. And saying though by 3, 15 as Republic County serves. Baker again from the middle. We let it drop right in the middle. 16-12. 17-12. Well, we take 2 steps forward and 1 back. Minneapolis now back to a 6-point deficit. Desperately needing a side out. Macy sets it on over. Their pass goes over. Zimmerman's there with the defense. Now Macy. Perry with the set. Smith. And they cannot get to it as we got a little lucky there. Cassie came to get that. Actually a 2-hit set by Perry. But we get it. Point Minneapolis. Nice stuff by Zimmerman. And hits the back line.
It was right on the line, I guess.
It was shadowing it, wasn't it?
Thank goodness for home referees, huh?
Yeah. Of course, she was right on the line.
That's right, she's right on the line.
From our angle,
You would have had to kind of question that, didn't you? Which we did.
Macy still serving. Minneapolis back in this thing. Good pass by Republic County. Nice dig. And a pass by Crossan goes over, and it's a winner. Got a little lucky there, and that's a quick timeout by the Republic County coach.
18-17.
We'll be back. Macy. Not a good pass. Bell will have to set it over. And our pass goes off to the sideline, and we're unable to track that one down. Side out to Republic County, 19-17 Buffs. We're in the net. Got to arch those wrists and hands if you're going to get that close to block. Nice pass by JC. We tip it on over. That's out. Way out. Side out to Minneapolis. Baker will serve.
18 to serve 20.
Now the set, Zimmerman in the middle. Nice dig by the libero. And they just back set one right over in the middle. It drops for a point. And side out to Belleville. 21-18, Lady Buffs. Here's JV action in the first game of the second match for the JV squad. As they say, one good pass is needed, and one is needed here.
22 to 18.
Macy with a nice dig on the back row, and we set it on over. It's out the back line. Point side out to Minneapolis. (19) serving 22, and we're in the net. That serve. Belleville with the service here, and we desperately have to get a side out here. Cassie. Our block ricochets out of bounds, and we're down to game point here. Minneapolis trailing. Well, they gave us the point, didn't they?
Let me say, something seems awry there. There, corrected, 24-19.
Yeah, looking like it was going out of bounds. We take it. Now the set. That is out. Point, Minneapolis side out, and we'll be serving here. We need them all. Kendall to the service line. It's over in good shape to the back row. Not a good pass by Republic County, but they get it over. Now Minneapolis on the attack. Crossan, good. Casey Crossan on a nice set. Hammers one into the corner. 21-24. We need them all. So we're in good shape. Belleville with a nice pass. Now on the attack. Nice dig by Kendall. The set. Crossan again. J.C. Crossan getting set in the middle. And a nice set there by Macy. Gets Minneapolis back to within 2. Kendall's serve is over. They just set it on over. And so do we.
That does it.
And that will do it. As Belleville with a nice attack sends one to the back row, and we can't get to it. And they win the first game 25-22. We'll be back with either some of the varsity action here or maybe the second game of this JV match.
drive your line, fans to show your sportsmanship and always be positive to accomplish as players, coaches, and officials. If everyone please stand or raise your hats as we hear Ariel Hoppy sing our national anthem.
It's going to be nice to have that Nightingale to listen to for the next 4 years, huh?
And that's a nice starting lineup. For Republic County, the 5'7" junior, number 7, Erica Pettichette. For the Minneapolis, 5'7" junior, number 10, Kim Peterson.
5'10" junior.
For the Republic County, 5'7" sophomore, number 9, Chelsea Banana. For the Minneapolis, 5'7" sophomore, number 4, Mackenzie Mortimer.
Mortimer for Minneapolis.
For Republic County, the 6-foot senior, number 10, Jessica Wallenberg.
Wallenberg, the big force on the offensive end for Republic County. Sarah Frazier for Minneapolis.
For Republic County, the 5'5" junior, number 11, Courtney Castle.
Courtney Castle.
For Minneapolis, the 5'5" freshman, number 22, Mercy Payne.
Hey,
For Republic County, the 5'7" sophomore, number 13, Hunter Mason. For Minneapolis, the 5'5" senior, number 41,
Emily Fleming. Lone senior on the squad. He'll get the nod here on senior night. As I predicted, and she has earned the starting nod here on senior night. That's just a
For Minneapolis, the 5'7" freshman, number 44, Allison Steinbach.
Molly Steinbach from Minneapolis.
And for Republic County, the 5'5" senior, number 0, Danielle Cromwell. And for Minneapolis, the 5'1" freshman, number 1, Ashley Mason.
We thought one of the starters from Republic County was injured in warm-ups. Might go ahead and play this game, but it looks like she's still a little gimpy on that ankle. Coach is probably smart, holding her out.
The Lady Buffs won the first match. First game, Minneapolis 25-22. Second game, Buffs 25-12. And the third game, a nail biter, 25-23 in favor of the Buffs.
Minneapolis winning one, and Belleville coming back to take them in 3. In the first match, getting ready for the second match of the evening here, Minneapolis needs to win to gain a split here tonight on the varsity side. JV have been beaten twice. So it's Fraser, Mortimer, Steinbrock, Shoemaker, Page, and Fleming.
4 freshmen, a junior, and a senior on the court. Oh, wait a minute. Sophomore out there too, right? Yeah, Mortimer's a sophomore. 3 freshmen,
Yes,
sophomore, junior, and a senior.
I forgot Mac was a sophomore, so. Actually, I think the quickest person on the floor is Mortimer playing the middle, but I always like those quick-footed, fast setters that can cover. I always thought she'd be a good setter. Steinbrock's pass to Page. Mortimer with the attack. Republic County handles it. Wallenberg puts one into the corner for a point. Republic County had a check. Serving. Nothing, Republic County. Shoemaker, a nice swing, it goes in the net. And 3-0, Republic County. Warmer with an attack from the middle. Now Minneapolis on the move again. Shoemaker tips it. Republic County gets a hand on it. He goes out of bounds. Tied out, Minneapolis. Page serving now for Minneapolis. Tipped, we're there to cover. Back set. Cross-court shot is dug out of there by Lady Bucks. Back right. Now Shoemaker on the move, it's down.
With authority.
Shea Shoemaker elevates and pounds it down into the corner. And we just need to see a lot of that this whole game. Nice strong serve by Kelsey Page. It's an ace. Another one. Oh, just could not get over it. Service error by Minneapolis and side out to Republic County. Benita. Short but good. Steinbrock with the dig and Shoemaker with the tip. Another tip in the middle. No one there. Dunsing could not cover, and Minneapolis with an easy point. Macy has not served well here tonight. Fleming finds an open court and dumps it in. Over the back, point Minneapolis. Shoemaker to serve. pass by Wallenberg's on the money. Back set. Hattercheck. Dunsing with the set. Wallenberg hits it into the net. Yeah, that's a point, Minneapolis. 6-5. Minneapolis. And the setter takes a swing. That's out. Steinbach with a swing from the middle. It goes out of bounds. Wallenberg serving. Now Frazier. That's out. Hattercheck. A little strong on her attack, and it goes out the back line. Shoemaker. Frazier out the back. It's long, side out to Republic County. Whitefoot in. Blinka out. Steinbach pumps her over. Set and had a check. Puts one through the block of Page. (8-7) Republic County. Hattercheck. Now Mortimer back in. Morgan Alderson in also. Alderson Macy out. That sets right on the tape. Mortimer's there. Big by Steinbach on the back row. For a tall, lanky gal, she does hit the floor well. Shoemaker over the line, just set it on over, and the libero, Cromwell, could not get to it. Point Minneapolis.
9 to serve 8.
With a nice swing. It's out. Anita passed it over the top of the antenna. It was out of bounds. Frazier with a good swing. A nice set by Page. Shoemaker's pass is on the money. Page sets Mortimer. She tips it on over. Now Castle. No, it's Hattercheck. Frazier tips it. And so is Hattercheck. Finds an open spot. And Dunsing comes in. For Republic County. Shoemaker from the back row. Now Hattercheck cross court. Shot is collected by Steinbach, and Shoemaker bumps it on over. And Dunsing fires one into the corner for a winner. Side out to Republic County.
10 to serve 11 here.
Cromwell. Nice pass by Morgan. Cnty Mortimer in the middle, and gets through the block. They recover. Mortimer's shot there was taken by Shoemaker as she was in between. Now Frazier. We're under the net. And it's a point. Republic County. 11-11. Nice serve by Cromwell. What a liner. We set it on over, and it's out of bounds on a set. And a quick timeout by Coach Mack, and we'll take one too. Republic County leading 12-11. You hear me okay?
Yep.
Cromwell. Net. The old timeout came at the right time as Republic County puts it in the net after the timeout. Now Frazier sends one to the back row. Cromwell. They get it over. Now Shoemaker from the outside is blocked. Try it again. Now nice set in the middle. Shot goes out the back. Point. Republic County. You talk about a rocket in the right spot as Shoemaker catches one flush and puts it right down to the floor as Shea Shoemaker elevates the 5'10 junior. Pounds it down to the floor, side out end point to Minneapolis. Now Page. Net. Just when we get some momentum, we either have a service error or unforced turnover. Comes to the net and well, over. Then Wallenberg has the big swing, puts it right into the corner, as Dale said. Nicely placed as the senior from Republic County with another kill. Don't know how many she has, but she's got a bunch. In the middle, Shoemaker tipped, coming over. She took it right back down to Dunsing, and she could not handle it. Stuck out an arm, it went out of bounds. Now Ashlyn Macy in. A bit better looking serve there that time as Ashlyn with a nice dig on the back row. Shoemaker with a tip. Gets it over the top of the block. Dunsing and Lenka were there for the block, and Shoemaker dumps it right in the middle. Net serve. Castle comes back in for Republic County. Overpass. Not quite an overpass, it just went out of bounds. 17-15. Steinbrock, it's out. Hadachek took a swipe at it, but did not touch it. It went out of bounds. 18-15, Republic County. Back shot, Fleming, down one across. Linka's able to dig it in. Allenberg, in between steps, tries to pound one over, and it just did not go over. Shoemaker serving now. That one went Wallenberg with a big hit. Our pass goes up into the cheap seats and side out point to Belleville. Out. Macy just ducks out of the way quick. Just in time. Belleville. Castle knocks it on over now. Page with the set in the middle. Steinbach has got to go up and hit that. Hadachek with the big swing, and it goes out the back line. And another point for Republic County. Wallenberg collects the ball to give it to Whitefoot. Side out and a chance here to put this thing away for Republic County. Now the back set to Steinbach. Nice dig by Whitefoot. Castle, it's out. It's out. Point Minneapolis. And we're still in this thing as Steinbach goes to the back row to serve for Minneapolis.
Dink, doink, dinks, it just finally didn't fall right, did it?
Dink, doink, dink. We're there to cover on that. Mortimer pounds it through the block of Hadachek and Castle. And it's a point Minneapolis. We're all knotted at 20 apiece. Back to the back. Dunsing is there. Now the set by Page. Frazier. Hits it to the back row. The dig by Wallenberg. Her pass goes over and out of bounds.
21-20, Lady Lions.
Now Hadachek. It's shot by Mortimer. And Page. All of a sudden, Lady Lions have a 2-point lead, 22-20, and the Republic County coach wants a timeout, and we'll take one too. Football boys are trying to get the girls' momentum going here. Doing a good job of it too. 22-20, Minneapolis. Shoemaker with a nice pass to Page. Mortimer. Nice attack in the middle. Hadachek gets a hand on it, but it drops in on their side. Point Minneapolis. Steinbach still serving here. Minneapolis looking for more. Wallenberg. That's set over by Whitefoot. Now from the back row, it's in. Shoemaker's attack from the back row. You just got to get her a touch, and she comes to attack the hook. She can elevate from that back row and pound it down anywhere on the court. Cromwell, not a good pass, and they're going to pump it over. We stuff it right back. It gets it over. Hadachek with a bad tip, and it goes down to the floor. Point Minneapolis, and Minneapolis wins the first game of this second match, 25-20, and we'll switch sides here and line it up for game two. Minneapolis victory here in the first. It's kind of like the first match.
First match, we won 25-22 the first game. This is a little better, 25-20.
We'll be back with the second game of the second match here in just a minute.
Game two, second match.
Frazier to lead it off for Minneapolis as the ref checks the alignment.
See, we can start off better. We did the second game in match one.
Cromwell comes right back in, and Castle heads to the bench. Out. Service error. Shoemaker with a nice attack that's coming back as Cromwell's pass goes off the ceiling and back down where Dunsing was not. Tied out, point Minneapolis, and we're all tied at 1 apiece. Nice serve by Chelsea Page. One of the better ones of the night I've seen. Another one, top spin. It's going down to the floor. We're late getting there for the block, and Dunsing hammers it down for Republic County as our pass goes over. Castle in and Cromwell out. Take shot by Shoemaker. It dribbles through to fall in from the back row. 3-2 Minneapolis. Macian serve for Minneapolis. That's a nice serve. Deep enough, it sent Republic County. We're under the net as the set goes over the net.
3 apiece.
Wallenberg. Back set, Shoemaker. It's down to the floor. You just got to call her number when she's over there from the outside. Chase Shoemaker with the kill. And a nice serve. Tipped by Hadachek. And Frazier. That time the middle was wide open, and it goes down to the floor. Point Minneapolis.
5-3, Lady Lions.
Terrible serve. I think she about missed it.
5-4, Lady Lions.
Hit the antenna and went out of bounds. Whitefoot. Nice pass from the back row, and stuffed by Benita. Now Fleming hammers one over. Page set. Woo! Rock gets one set to her liking and hammers it down. Point. Lady Lions. 6-4 Big Blue. Playing a little better this game. Nice serve by Morgan Halderson. Castle. Now we're on the attack. Steinbrock again. Wallenberg and Whitefoot. It drops for a point.
7 to serve 4 here.
Morgan's got another one deep off the upper arm of the libero. Cromwell not playing deep enough, and overall coach, he wants a timeout. Minneapolis leading 8-4, and we'll take a quick timeout too. It's one of those things you need to hold out. We need to more points right here. Deep. Here on the back row now. Better. Nice serve by Morgan, and there's a lift by Hadichat. On the stop by the Minneapolis defense.
Page and Steinbach, I think, together there.
10-4 Minneapolis. Nice serve by Morgan. Hadichat with a big swing is tipped at the net. Now Steinbach puts one back to the corner, and Cromwell could not get to it. 11-4 Minneapolis. Another nice serve by Morgan. Hadichat tips it over, and so does Page in. They're not able to get to it. As Dunsing comes in for the libero, Cromwell. 12-4 Minneapolis. Morgan with another good serve. Hadichat. The outside set to Frazier off the tape. Dunsing's there. Nice stuff by Minneapolis. It's out. And Belleville coach wants another timeout as Minneapolis jumps out to a 9-point lead and playing rather well here. 13-4 Minneapolis. We'll be back after this quick timeout.
I'm just going to leave it running here.
Well, they're playing a lot better this game.
Tremendous improvement over game 2 of the first match.
Yes. Morgan rears back and hammers it over. They tip it. Whitefoot just sets it clear back to the corner and got the Minneapolis defense drawn in. Now Cromwell will come back in to serve for Republic County. Castle hits the fine. Page, clear out of bounds, rears back and hammers it over. Now Dunsing, it does not go over. That should have been 4 anyway, as their attack goes in the net.
14-5, Lady Lions.
Now Steinbach, probably one of the more consistent servers here tonight at the service line. Hadichat, our pass goes over, and we're right there to stump it. Page was right there. Now they're tipped. We're there to cover. Back set. Nice save over there by Morgan Halderson. Now Hadichat. Shoemaker with a nice dig. Frazier just tips. And Dunsing dumps one right in the middle. Point, Republic County.
6 to serve 14 here.
Nicely placed serve by Hadichat. Back row attack, Shoemaker. Belleville doing a nice job on defense. Now Mortimer back in from Minneapolis. Sets it on over. We need a block. We get it.
Katie Page, I believe it was, wasn't it? 15-7.
Page and Mortimer over there with the block. Now Frazier. Wallenberg. You can't get in front of her every time that she hits the cross-court winner point, Republic County.
8 serving 15.
Wallenberg Wallenberg again, and a nice stuff by Mortimer. And Dunsing just flings one in there, a big swing, but it didn't go very far. Just far enough.
9 to serve 15.
Nice save by Page. Mortimer squirts it on over. It's coming over. The defense drawn in, finds an open spot on the back row. And it's a point, Minneapolis. It'd be nice just go ahead and take this in two, Dale, don't you think?
I think so. 16 to 9, Lady Lions.
Nice serve. Page has been, some of her serves have been wicked. Yes. Just what the coach ordered, the outside attack of Shoemaker, and she puts it right down to the floor without a question there. Page, another nice serve from the freshman. Dunsing tips it on over. Fleming mistimes her jump a little bit. And it's side out to Republic County. Dunsing. In the middle, Shoemaker's attack is in the net.
11 to serve 17.
Should have been a call on lift there, and now Campbell's pass goes to the back row.
We got away with one, didn't we?
We got away with one. Macy comes in. Mortimer heads to the bench. 18-11. Good serve by Macy. Back set, Wallenberg. Shea was there to block, but that attack was not going over. 19-11. Nice serve by Ashlyn Macy. Wallenberg's head is way out of bounds. 20-11. 9-point lead, good enough, Dale?
Not quite. Need 5 more.
Here's a set by Blanca and Castle. We dig on the back row. Shoemaker tips. They roll one down the tape. Castle bumps it on over. Just a bump set by Page, and Shoemaker quick enough to get there. Hammers it down with a nice swing from the outside. 21-11 Minneapolis. Macy's serve a little strong there as the adrenaline is flowing now for Lady Lions.
12 to serve 21.
Steinbrock from the outside, their pass going over and out of bounds. 22-12 Minneapolis. Well, this Republic County club is in our sub-state,
yes.
So we're going to have to learn how to beat them. This is a good start right here. You know we'll end up meeting them sometime up there.
(22-13) Lady Lions.
Blanca out, right foot in. Now to serve for Republic County. Fleming, the set. Frazier. Wallenberg just sticks out an arm. It's going down to the floor.
23-13.
Net.
14 to serve 23.
Cromwell back in for Republic County. Macy with a nice pass. Morgan.
.15 to serve 23.
Hadachak. Now Page. And Frazier gets run over. Through the block.
Off the buffs.
And out of bounds to Minneapolis.
Game and match point here.
Game match point. Steinbrock to the service line. Johnson from the outside. Page tips it on over. Nice block by Mortimer. And a nice save. Frazier sets it on over. We're able to get a hand on it at the net. Page.
That's it.
And a big victory there by Minneapolis in the second match. 25-20, 25-15. Minneapolis takes the second match here of the evening. Republic County takes the first one, and as I said, these girls will probably see each other again at the Sub-State in Washington.
Washington County coming up in just a couple of weeks. Lady Lions, I don't know their exact record, but I think they're a little over 500 here overall.
Probably pretty close, yeah.
And
Maybe a little over.
Again, next Tuesday night, Brookville or El Saline, Bennington, and Solomon will be in for a quadrangular, and we will carry that live on Channel 8 and 910KINA.com, and tape delayed to Channel 8 for the following weekend. If we can keep Mike from going off to eat barbecue somewhere.
Yeah. Well, it was a pretty good second match here. The first
really
match
was.
wasn't too much to write home about, but I was really happy to see the girls playing a little better there in the last two games of the evening.
Well, again, to think that we're playing a senior, a junior, a sophomore, and the rest are pretty much freshmen out there on the varsity squad, and that's very amazing that they're doing as well as they are.
Well, they're pretty good athletes. They'll compete well, and well, they've improved over this year so far.
Oh, they really have. A bunch. Well, Dale Leach and
Mike Perry.
going to sign off. Thanks for having us in your home, folks, and good night.
Good night.